The constant search for storage solutions in the Jeep. I'm missing something here on the front. Now, the Jeep came with no netting on the front doors. I've added the back Molle panel storage here. I wanted something to go on the front doors, so I had some more storage. So I came up with these. They're from DV8 Off-Road. They are a really nice Molle panel with a cup holder, nice finish, powder coating. They come with a couple brackets that you see here for install. So this is what it'll look like once I actually get it on the Jeep. So let's go ahead and get it installed. All right, so just like that, they're on. Simple install, one bracket, two brackets with the torque screws. They snap down in where the webbing used to be. Gives you a lot of extra space and options for storage. Quick and easy. I'm not going to go over a lot of it. It's pretty simple install. So on to the next mod. That's right, guys. It's the Synergy Manufacturing sector shaft and Trac-Bar brace bracket. It's just not an easy install. There's plenty of people online that have done videos on it though, so I'm not going to go over it. This is what it looks like installed, all tightened down, torqued to spec. It fit pretty good. Again, it's not an easy install. I didn't video the whole thing, but let's take it for a test drive and we'll see exactly how it feels driving the Jeep and see if it made a difference. So how does it feel on the vehicle itself? Well, I can say that the steering is very responsive, but it was kind of that way before. I don't really notice a huge difference on initial feedback of the vehicle, the way that the Jeep's moving with the steering. I think it's better long-term benefit for the Jeep. I think that, you know, the steering box being more stabilized helps out long-term with any issues. But initial feedback, I think it's just as responsive as it was before. Would I do it again? I don't know. I think with the Rubicon, I think it's very stout as it is. There's a lot of, especially the 2022, there's a lot of frame structure and strengthening, big heavy duty track bars and whatnot stock. So I don't know. Maybe on a sport, a little different maybe. But on the Rubicon, I like it. I think that it gives me a peace of mind long term. So I did do an alignment whenever we installed it, and the steering wheel was a lot straighter now. My toe was off quite a bit, so I had that dialed in. So the Jeep is changed a little bit there as well, so that might make a difference. But I can tell you, I love the way the Jeep handles. Smooth ride. The Fox shocks are a little bit soft, in my opinion. A lot of people say that they're stiff, not with stock Rubicon springs, with the spacers, the AEB spacer puck over the spring. I find that the Fox shocks are really soft, in my opinion, maybe a little too soft, but I still like the way the Jeep rides. It really is very comfortable ride, long-term on the freeway and everything else. So daily driver, it's great. No issues. Another good install. So this will kind of wrap up the build for the Jeep for a little while. We're going to do some Jeep videos coming up for some Jeep trips that we're doing. Going down to Tennessee Trail Jam. Another, obviously, Jeep Invasion in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. But stay tuned for those videos. But we're going to be doing a lot with the Jeep. Top off, things like that. Doing some stuff in different trails and Jeep meets. So this is going to be it for the build. I don't have any other parts or pieces that I've purchased lately that I need to install. So this will be the last video on modifications for a while. I'm going to start focusing the channel and my attention back to the Mustang, which is where we kind of started, our bread and butter. But there'll still be Jeep videos. So make sure you stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and make sure you subscribe, guys, because that really helps. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Take care. Happy Jeeping.